안녕하세요. 나줌마쌤입니다. 이번 영상은 크리스마스에 관한 질문에 원어민 친구들이 답하는 영상입니다. 미국 문화 자체가 샐러드 볼처럼 다양성을 가지고 있기에 원어민 친구들의 대답은 참고로 알아주시길 바래요.
Introduce myself. Hi, my name is Regina George. I am an administrator at a university.
저는 Rajiv입니다. My name is Rajiv.
I grew up middle class, and so every Christmas was very wonderful for me. There were dolls and bikes and toys. It was very wonderful. I knew things were changing when I was 10, and the present was an Encyclopedia Britannica. It was a bunch of books.
Wow.
That's when I knew Christmas was shifting.
Ooh.
Christmas was changing a little bit, but I still believed in Santa. There were so many toys. I was very fortunate. I talked to my husband about this question because I was curious. He and his mother struggled financially. They were in the city of Detroit, and she was a housekeeper. And when he was about 10, she said, there won't be any presents this Christmas. I have no money. We won't have any presents. And he had accepted that because he knew his situation. But Christmas morning, the Goodfellows, which is a charitable organization, came to the door with a box of presents. And that encouraged him very much. He said they weren't great presents, you know, it was underwear and a book, but it was the thought that Santa came, that love comes, Christmas comes.
Oh, very touching story.
I can't think of any offhand. But I can say there's kind of one popular thing when I was much younger. When I was a child, there's the Sears and Roebuck catalog. So Sears used to be a big retailer in the US, and they would have a catalog, all of the kind of household goods and things you could buy. So this is way before Amazon existed. And they would put out a catalog every year, and there would be a whole section of toys in the catalog. So there was a popular activity of kids looking through the catalog and expressing their thoughts and maybe writing a letter to Santa saying, like, I've been a good person, like, I really want this toy truck, or I really want this thing from the catalog. To me, that's kind of the most memorable thing, looking through the catalog and then expressing that thought of, well, this would be really nice, and then being happy that that showed up under the Christmas tree.
Good.
There was a point when I realized my budget for Christmas gifts had become very significant. It was thousands of dollars for Christmas gifts.
Wow.
And I paused to remember, what is Christmas really about? And we have so many external influences telling us to consume, buy. Sometimes people lose sight of what Christmas is really about. So I let my family know that my gifts from then forward would be donations to charities.
Oh, really?
There might be a little token, a little something to open, but that I preferred to give to people who needed instead of members of my family who were doing very well. And I'm glad to say that many of my family have adopted the same practice.
Good.
And so now we exchange, donations that we've given to different causes that are close to our heart or significant each year.
Wow, amazing.
I think the most money is probably for my son buying like many kind of Lego sets. And so as he got older, the Lego sets become more intricate or bigger. And so I think at some point we bought him a Lego set that was a few $100s, many, many pieces and built into a very big structure. So.
Got it.
Well, one thing that was very special for me with Christmas was the creche, which is the nativity scene. So most Catholic families had a little manger and little characters, little Mary, a little Joseph, the wise men, a donkey, a sheep, the shepherds, and the manger itself. And we would set it all up except for the baby Jesus. He didn't show up until Christmas morning. We'd wait for him to come. And then Christmas Day, that's when Christmas really starts. And the Christmas season goes from Christmas Day until January the 6th, which is the Feast of the Wise Men. Many families would not put their tree up until Christmas Eve or even Christmas Day. Now, I've already seen Christmas trees up.
Yeah.
I think it makes us happy. And we gravitate to what brings us joy and peace.
I think there's a tradition which is very British, so it's not really followed too much in the US, but there's this idea of Boxing Day. And so, Boxing Day, I think kind of in Britain is this idea of you may have maids or servants, or so maybe it's an older tradition, but is then rewarding them with like some kind of box. And so hence the name Boxing Day that has something in it. But I think in America, that's turned into an event where we take things back to the store. So we might have received a gift that we don't like, or it's the wrong size. And so we take it to the store to exchange it for the right size. And so I think kind of the day after Christmas has become kind of a traditional shopping day event of going to the store for either discounts or exchanging things that aren't the right size.
Thank you for sharing. I've heard about Boxing Day, but I didn't know about it exactly. 오늘도 시청해주셔서 감사합니다. 영상이 조금이나마 도움이 되었다면 좋아요와 구독 부탁드릴게요. 항상 건강하시고 행복하세요. Happy Holidays. Bye.